How good is your sports organisation's data management, data strategy? How do you compare to others that you're competing against, and how can you improve? These questions and others are often put to us by our customers. So to support that, we have developed a data health check. I've just got a couple of slides to take you through the concept of that, and if you've got any more information, please get in touch. So great advice is everywhere around using data. This is a fantastic article from McKinsey on why data culture is important. 7 key factors they've identified with their appropriate takeaway advice. The problem is how you can apply this within your organisation. Here are some real quotes from people working within the sports industry on how they feel about data. To be valuable, data needs to help us to do a better job. The issue isn't knowing we need to do something, it's knowing where to start. How do we prioritise what to do when we don't even know what success looks like for our kind of sports team? This advice always sounds great, but how relevant is it really? What's important to us is where we are relative to our competition. Sure, our team are doing data initiatives, but honestly, we really don't know if they're making any difference to performance on the field. If any of these quotes resonate with you, perhaps you'll be interested in what we have to offer in terms of the health check. So all of our customers, we grade on a data maturity scale. This is a 1 to 10 scale, with 0 being not very technical to 10 being Formula One, NASA, people dealing with large amounts of real-time data and gathering insights from that. The scale is not linear. In fact, it's exponential like the Richter scale. So to go from 1 to 2 is fairly easy, but to go from 6, 7, 8, it's getting increasingly more difficult. So just bear that in mind as we go through the next few slides. Most high-performance sports teams are in the 3 to 6 or 3 to 7 bracket. Perhaps your organisation is 4 at the moment, and the aspiration is to move your organisation higher. The data maturity scale is an outcome, but the health check provides you the tools and the direction to get there. If we flip that maturity scale on its side, we can then break down the components that go into data maturity in terms of our health check. What we have then is you're able to score each element of the health check to create an overall data maturity score. The health check is split into organisation and data and analytics. We also customize the sections for each individual client, but this is the starting point that we use for all engagement. The health check criteria go into this RAG-rated model with a series of descriptors for each one. We put together a cross-functional team from within your sport to self-rate against each of these criteria. Let's have a look at the people operations one in a bit more detail. Here are the descriptors for people operations. In the 1 to 2 category, we've got individuals maintaining data in their own silos. In the 3 to 5 section, we've got organisations that know the potential value of data or integrating data, but they lack the in-house skills or tools or tech to turn that into meaningful insights. Most sports we work with, to start with, are in this 3 to 5 scale. This is lots of spreadsheets. There's awareness that we need to share our data, but we don't really know how to do it, or it's very difficult. In the 6 to 8 category, you've got an organisation that has now developed methods and capability to produce meaningful insights from integrated data sources. Reports, athlete profiles, trend analysis, high and low bands of performance, expected trajectories, injury prevention, and several other levels of application of data. The problem is it's slow. The data itself also has some question marks about quality, but in terms of the people operations side, people are bought into the whole concept and they have it working. In the 9 to 10 scale, the organisation has a fast integrated set of data systems, and they also have people dedicated to looking after and optimising those systems as their day job. So we've gone all the way from individuals who are working out and solving their own problems in a silo to an automated and integrated system with a specialist team of professionals, you might call them, who are producing the reports and managing its efficiency. So you can see there's a scale along here which has an exponentially increasing level of complexity but also investment. So your organisation, you can identify, well, where are you right now? And equally, you can identify, well, where would we like to be in the medium term, in the long term. This is an example of a data health check result. What we do here is we plot an average of each of the scores from the team who are doing the scores, but we're also plotting the spread of scores across the team. What's really important to remember here is that these tools, this health check, are about conversations. They're about highlighting perspectives and really working out, okay, what are we going to prioritise, what are we going to work on, and what do we need to improve. With that in mind, the spread, if you look at, for example, data use policy, between 2 to 8 is almost as interesting as the low score in terms of data collection quality at 3.6 average. It has a really powerful impact when this information is presented in front of the team, and together we work out a prioritised set of activities. Once those activities are agreed, you can then use the health check again as a progress report. Here we can see the health check from the same organisation using the same team of people, but 6 months on. You can see in general there has been an upshift, but not everywhere, and there's still quite a high spread on different areas, particularly interestingly this time on data quality. So again, we'll be looking to have a conversation with the individuals who've rated the scores in a particular way and get their views on why they feel the scores are either high or low. We can also produce this summarised version for the senior management team to say, look, this is where we were in January, this is where we are 6 months later. On average, we've moved up half a tick, but in detail, this is the profile, and we've had great strides in data relevance, we've had great strides in data use policy. That summarises this video. If you want any more information, please email me at info@paceinsights.com with the subject matter data health check, and it'll be a real pleasure to discuss your needs and how this may be of value to you too.